Sometimes you need to step away to find yourself again. Life has a way of pulling us in 1,000 directions at once, like work, responsibilities, expectations, and endless noise. In the chaos, it's easy to lose touch with who we are at our core. Stepping away isn't running away. It's a courageous act of self-preservation. It's about creating space to breathe, to listen to the quiet stirrings of your heart, and to remember the dreams and passions that once lit you up. It's only in solitude, away from the demands of the world, that we can truly reconnect with ourselves and return stronger, clearer, and more grounded. When life feels too loud and the city lights blur your vision, maybe it's time to hit pause and head somewhere where the heart beats slower. Modern life can be overwhelming, a relentless rush of deadlines, buzzing notifications, blinding screens, and crowded streets. The city lights, once inspiring, can start to blur, leaving everything feeling a little hollow. That's when your soul whispers for a change, to step into a slower rhythm. Maybe it's a sleepy village, a quiet cabin in the woods, or a sun-drenched coastline, a place where nature resets your senses and the simple things remind you what matters. In the slowing down, you make space for clarity. Remember how beautiful a single sunset can be, how grounding a deep breath feels, how freeing it is to just be. So our destination was a little village farmhouse, far, far away from all the noise. Not just a place on the map, but a sanctuary for the soul. Imagine a small withered farmhouse tucked between golden fields and winding country roads, where the mornings smell like fresh earth and wildflowers. The air is crispier here, untouched by city fumes and endless traffic. Instead of blaring sirens or hurried footsteps, you hear the soft hum of bees, the distant laughter of children, and the rustle of leaves in the afternoon breeze. In this little village, time moves differently. There's no rush, no constant push to be somewhere else. Mornings are slow and sacred, with homemade food and tea steaming on the porch. Afternoons are meant for wandering through woods, along rivers, across old stone bridges. Evenings wrap you in a warm amber glow as the sun dips behind the hills and stars flood the sky, unbordered by skyscrapers or neon signs. Here, you don't just escape the noise. You find a rhythm that matches the gentle beating of your own heart, a reminder that life doesn't have to be a race. It can be a quiet, beautiful walk home. We packed only the essentials, which honestly turned out to be just ourselves, a little food, and a lot of dreams. Sometimes, the less you carry, the lighter your soul feels. No buzzing phones, no endless scrolling, just the hum of the earth breathing slowly, where the air smells like freedom. You know you've arrived when the noise in your head finally goes silent. Out here, time isn't money, it's memories. It's strange, isn't it? How easy it is to forget how good it feels to just be. No deadlines, no to-do list, just sunlight, fresh air, and friends who remind you who you are. You find yourself in the silence. So we all wandered off for a while, not because we were lost, but because we needed to find something in ourselves. A moment, a thought, a dream we forgot to dream. Sometimes the greatest conversations happen without a single word spoken. Joy is in the little things. Out here, the world reminds you you're more than your to-do list. You're more than your worries. You're a living, breathing piece of this wide, wild, beautiful life. We spoke of dreams, fears, bucket lists, and broken hearts, but mostly we spoke of hope. We realized you don't have to have everything figured out. You just have to show up for your own life, one beautiful, messy day at a time. We all need a reboot sometimes, a weekend where your only plan is to breathe. Maybe life isn't about rushing from goal to goal. Maybe it's about moments like this, a simple, quiet truth. They say all houses have souls, and if that's true, then this place carries a kind and gentle one, stitched into every cracking floorboard and sun-faded window. The lunch wasn't fancy, no five-star dishes, no carefully platted art, just honest food, simple and hearty, the kind that fills your stomach and somehow finds a way to fill your heart too. We sat together around a worn wooden table with the people we love most, sharing plates and passing laughter like it was the most precious thing. And maybe when you stripped everything else away, that's the real feast, not what's on the table, but who's around it. Company, stories, laughter that lingers in the air, then drifts out across the open fields, echoing into the hills like a song you never want to end. After lunch, we wandered up the path to the nearby sheep farm, where the fields stretched wide under a soft blue sky. The sheep were inside as it rained that morning, unbothered by time or worry, their quiet presence weaving a kind of calm into the afternoon. There's something deeply comforting about animals. Their simple, unrushed lives, their contentment in just being. No endless to-do list, no noise, no drama, just a quiet, existence, moving with the rhythm of the earth and the seasons. It felt like the world itself took a deep breath. It was a tender reminder that it's okay to slow down, to step away from the constant rush, and just be for a little while grounded, unhurried, enough. We set up a little picnic under the open sky, not for the food, but for the feeling of soft earth beneath our feet, grounding us in a way that nothing else could, of the sky stretching endlessly above, clouds drifting past like hazy half-formed thoughts, of a world that for once wasn't pulling us forward, wasn't demanding anything, just letting us exist. There was no rush, no schedule, no need to check the time, just the warmth of the sun on our skin, the slow rustle of leaves in the breeze, and the quiet joy of being exactly where we were. And in that moment, time finally stood still. When we left the farmhouse, we weren't the same people who arrived. We carried the silence, the laughter, the peace back with us, in our memory, in our soul. Thanks for coming along. Until next time, take care of your heart. Remember, reboot your soul, escape, breathe, and begin again.